Okay, so I'm gonna do a little demonstration here with the Baco Laplander. Some fresh wood that I just cut out of a tree over there. Can't really see, it's up there. This is forearm thickness or so, something like that. So. As you can see, that's not wrong. Okay. Pop this off. Now, I'm going to do a little chopping with my Ontario machete. I haven't done any mods to this. I'm not really sure if I want to. It's the same grind that it comes with. The only thing I did was shape the handle down a little bit. It was a little too big for my hand. So let's try that out. So not bad. Okay, it's a lot more effort, but not bad. Okay, so also going to try out my Ontario Spec Plus Machete SP8. It says it right there on the bottom of the tang, Ontario, USA, American made. Got a nice craton grippy handle. Yes, grippy. Just the factory edge. Well, not the factory edge, but the factory grind. All I did was keep it sharp, pretty much. Haven't really used it a lot, as you can tell. There's lots of paint left on that. Not a whole lot of wear. So we're going to try and chop through this here. Again, this is closer to wrist width here. So we're just going to see how it does. So that's not bad. You know, for the weight and the fact that it chops so well. I mean, this is greenwood, so it's not really a great demonstration. But, you know, like the long flat bar, it's pretty thick. I think it's like 1/4 of an inch, something like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. But that's a pretty thick bar there. And you can, you know, I like that long flat section there. You can draw a knife with it. You can even put a Scandi grind here if you wanted and use that. It's kind of a big blade to carve with, but you could. It's just a nice utilitarian tool. You know, seems to do fine just chopping. Seems to do okay. Nah, it didn't stick. Trying to make that look cool, and it totally didn't work. Okay, so now we're going to talk about my Condor bushcraft knife. It's the 5-inch version. It's got walnut handles with brass pins holding that in. Black epoxy paint, whatever you want to call that. And then a nice big Scandi grind on there. So, let's talk about the sheath a little bit here. This is a nice sheath. Real thick, I don't know if you guys can catch that, the sun's kind of fading on me. Real thick leather there. Nice big belt loop. It's just real simple, real straightforward. Nice welt. And it sits in there really snug. You're not gonna lose that, you know. I mean, it's a fairly tight fit. It'll loosen up over time, I'm sure, but a good knife. You know, it's a good sheath, good knife so far. So here's a leafy branch here. Leafy. See how it does with trimming off some of these little branches. Went through that pretty easy. Okay, so there you go. Got us a little stick we can whittle on. Kind of a weird stick, not really going to make anything out of it, don't really need to. So let's just see what it does. Really haven't used it a whole lot, so this is still kind of a new knife for me, getting used to it, the feel to it. Cuts off that bark super easy, but once it hits the wood it wants to jam up. It might be because I need to sharpen it, or I'm just not used to it, who knows. But no, I guess it's just the angle, because now it's chewing through that wood, as you can see. And it's a fairly big knife for bushcraft. I mean, it's kind of a middle of the road. You can use this to baton. It's thick enough. You guys can catch that. It's a fairly thick blade, so you could pound on the back of this without too much worry. Yeah, it seems to be doing just fine. Oh, got a knot there. Let's see if we can't slice through that knot there, huh? Yeah, cuts through the knot relatively well. Another knot here. No, not one to cut through that one. Let's try the other side. Yeah, it'll cut through it. So anyways, I'm sure you could feather stick with it and whatever you need to do. This is wet, so obviously it's not worthy of feather sticking, but it's comfortable in the hand. It doesn't feel inadequate. To me, some of the Moras feel too small, maybe even a little fragile, you might say. So this is comfortable for me. I'm not afraid to beat on this thing. And I'm sorry, I know this isn't going to show up very well. The sun's at the wrong side of me now and the road's loud, but you'll get the point. Oops. But yeah, it'll feather stick. It'll carve out feather sticks for you. I'm not very good at feather sticks, so it's not a good example, but yeah, I'll definitely do another review of this later. I might not even post this, to be honest with you. It's kind of turning out to be a crappy video. So anyways, we'll see. Bye guys, stay tuned.